My family is from Kosovo, but they'd moved to Macedonia. In Macedonia, there were 700,000 refugees that moved from Kosovo, and they were looking for nurses to go and work in refugee camps, which I became one of them, and working for International Organization for Migration. From there, I was recruited to go to Kosovo, so I'm one of the first few team members who entered Kosovo post-war. That's where I met my wife, and she was a Peace Corps volunteer or UN volunteer, where she did the NGO registration. We met, we started dating, and a few months later she returned back to the US. I came to visit her, got married, and fast forward now, was it 19 years later, 3 kids, and trying to do something better. I'm born Muslim. So in Macedonia, everybody, they would know based on your name, based on your accent a little bit, and you'd immediately get a different treatment. Here, no one cared. I mean, at least that's how I felt, and that's important. I'm not saying that it's for everybody the same, but for me, no one cared. My first job was at Uno's as a host. People were really nice. You got paid every 2 weeks, I think, which in Macedonia, if you're lucky, you get paid every month. You picked up hours based on your availability. If you did a good job, they treated you better and they gave you other opportunities. And then later, the same was, I wanted to go to school. I went to ask for financial support. I was given some money, which was great. I didn't have to know anybody, bribe anybody, which for people who haven't had to do that or haven't gone through that, it's really amazing. Like, you see that you can just, by doing a good job and work hard, you can get things. I'm like, wow. Being a nurse, I really love the profession because it is the most trusted profession in the country. So I thought, how can I make it easier for nurses? Uber had started and doing their thing, and I'm like, oh, we can do the same thing with nursing, but I wanted to make it more advanced. Our first investor was a guy named, still is, Jeff Harris, who understood really staffing business. So we met for 15 minutes, which lasted 2 hours. Fast forward a couple of weeks, he invested $100,000 on an idea. We built the software in the US, found some guys in New York, then raised more money and more money and more money. I think we raised almost 20 million right now. Since I've been in this country, I felt guilty a little bit because I have opportunities that most of the people don't have. People are waiting at the border. And if I don't do well, I'm letting them down. I should just move and let somebody else who's more motivated and ambitious to do something great with themselves, or good, doesn't have to be great, and make a difference. So that's a big, that was and still is a big driver, because I honestly feel like I let people down. Immigrants are getting a really bad name right now because of politics, which is unfortunate because I think the government and the people are missing the point. If you think back how many people you know, they're immigrants, and how well they do for the country, look at your neighbor, look at the people you meet in the grocery store, the people at work. We are the people who make a difference. And it's never easy. Exposure and an open mind is, I think, the cure to all of it.